this is Tony again from Cooking Around, and welcome to my kitchen. I did major research on how to come up with ideas for energy drinks. You know that when sometimes you're on a diet, you want that little extra and you just don't know what to eat and you're tired of the fruit and nuts. So I came up and I've created some things which will be energy drinks, more drinks for diet, and it will be all with natural goodies. Now, this is going to be more of juices that I'm making that's going to be served in glasses. But I do it different. I do not use a juicer or a juicing machine. You can if you want. I don't do it that way. And the reason is because when you juice these items here, it becomes practically 99.99% juice. And when you drink that, it goes so fast through your system because it's basically liquid, 100% liquid. So your body digests that immediately. So you have this high rush and then you have a drop. So the way I do it is I keep some of the fibers in the drink, but you will not taste it grainy. It will not be a grainy taste. And how do I do this? Well, what you do is you need to get yourself what you call milk bags. Now, you cannot use cheesecloth or anything like that because the holes are too big. So what I did was, I could not find milk bags here. So what I did was I chose the material in 100% cotton with the grid at a certain fine here, and I went to the dressmaker and I had her sew these little tiny bags for me. So now you're going to see how I use these things, and now when you go to drink these energy drinks and these diet drinks, there's going to be a little bit more fiber inside you and it's going to hold longer, it's going to last longer in you. You're not going to get that high energy rush and then all of a sudden it collapses and goes down, because a lot of the fiber is going to be in your drink. And to me, this is why it's better than the juicing machine. But if you still insist on using your juicing machine, please, you go right ahead. It'll work just fine. So let's get going. Okay, what drink are we going to make now? We are going to make a energy burst. And we are going to add a little bit of cinnamon because it is known for stabilizing your blood sugar. Google it. You'll find that out. So what do we have here? 100 grams of fresh spinach. We have about 50 grams of yellow pepper. We have 1 apple, cinnamon, and to make this drink, I like to use mineral water with gas. So what I do is when I make this measurement and I weigh it, I always make 3 or 4. And with the other ones, I take portion size like this and put them in a nice bag and I freeze them. So what do you have here? The peppers are there, the apples are there, the spinach is there. All I have to do is put that in the blender, already frozen, and I just add a little bit of cinnamon, and there it is, it's already done. You don't have to keep on repeating this over and over again. So anytime you want this little energy burst, go to your freezer, drop this in, that's it, add a little bit of water, boom, and you're done. So, and we're back. Grab yourself a nice blender, and now what we do is you take the glass that you basically want to use as a measurement. So what I do is I like mine basically is I take any mineral water you want with gas, and since I want to make 200 milligrams of drink, I'm going to add about 300 milligrams, and I take that and I pour that inside there, just like that. I take the apple, just cut it a little bit more. You don't have to really worry about that too much. There you go, just put that in there. Grab your peppers, and your peppers, and grab all your spinach, and you put that all in there now. And a couple of dashes of cinnamon. 1, 2, 2 dashes and a half. Who cares? And we take that. Now at this point you can add ice if you want, but I'm not going to add any ice. And all we do now is go. And just hang on to it. And you have to stop it every now and then. And you got to push that down. There we go, like that. Now, if you find at this point that it has not gone all the way down, you can add a little bit of soda water. It's really not going to affect the taste, but it depends. If I used, like, say, frozen spinach, then it would go a lot easier. Now you can see what I want is I want the particles to break down a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it run for about 2 minutes until the particles are really, really broken down. I'm going to keep it at high. And there we go. Just take that off. Just take a look at that. And that's exactly what I want. And what you do is you grab this milk bag, which I had custom made, and you open it like that, and you have a nice little bowl like that. Now, the first time you might be a little bit messy with it, but with a little bit more practice, you're going to get it. And you're going to get it, and you're going to get it right. And pour it all into the bag, very gently, right into the center. And as you can see, with this bag, we're going to get a lot more fibers. Now, I'm trying to get that bag completely full because I want to squeeze in one motion. And there we go. See how fine that has turned out without the juicer machine? And we take that, I just pull this little string here, like that, and I close it, and there's our little bag. So all we do, as you can see, it's coming out there really nicely, and I just help it along, hold the top, and I just squeeze it all coming out, like that. And then this can go in and it can be washed. So if it's sneaking a little bit off from the top, just give it a little squeeze like that. Now I know the juicing machine is a lot easier, but you know something? You'll find that this way, this is a lot better for your system. Now I know this takes a lot of work, but when it comes to your health, you do want the best and you want to go back to basics. With this, it dissolves slowly in your stomach because there's still microfibers in here. And then what it does, it breaks down slowly and releases its potential and its power and its nutritious value into your bloodstream. Slowly. And that will last you a long time. And I just squeeze a little bit more. And the rest in here right now is just the leftover byproduct. And that's basically it. I hope you can enjoy this. I hope this gives you that energy boost that you want. I use this for jogging. I use this and it lasts me really, really a long time. So, thank you very much for being with me. Thank you very much for allowing me to have the opportunity to share this with you. And I hope this does wonders for you. Thank you and goodbye from home.